morning. So right now I'm standing on the edge of a cliff. Right behind me is Eaglehead Rock, it's called, in the New South Wales Royal National Park just south of Sydney. We got up about 2:30 this morning. Yeah, really 2:30. Took about an hour and a half to drive down this way, and then about an hour to sort of walk in on the track. Right now the time is just coming up for 6 o'clock, so as you can see the sun's just about, you might not be able to see, but it's coming up over the horizon just at the moment. It's interesting that we came here so early, and there's quite a lot of photographers here to shoot this morning. We've had a little bit of colour in the sky, which is quite encouraging. We haven't had a lot of colour lately in sunrises, so we've had a bit of colour, a bit of band out here in the west. In the east, sorry, that's the west, and we're good. So the sun's coming up. There's a beautiful shot here with I've done a bit of a long exposure. I'm going to put this one up first as a long exposure with the waterfall on the left here and the Eaglehead Rock on the right. So let's check out that long exposure, and we'll put another one up. Check it out. Alright, I've just done a great big video to camera, and I wasn't even in the shot. So what we're doing is I'm right on the edge here, very slippery rocks. This is a long way down to the ocean, so well, let's do this quickly. So we've got this amazing waterfall here. We've got some green mossy rocks. The sun's up now, so we've missed most of the colour, but we did get a little bit of colour out there. The first shot that you just saw was a long exposure, so I think that was about a 20-second exposure there. Quite a nice scene. Now that the sun's up, we're able to just make that shutter speed a little bit shorter. So I'm at 0.6 of a second, and what I'm doing is I've been waiting for these waves to hit these mossy rocks down here and get a little bit of definition in the water itself. So like this. So you can see this foam down in the bottom of the frame here. So Eaglehead Rock is on the right hand side, which I think is just in sight for you. So we'll get the whole scene now with a little bit of action in the water and a little bit of colour in the sky, hopefully. So let's have a look at that shot. You're seeing the from where I took the shot. So let's get that up and check this one out. Wow, what a gorgeous little spot. I was actually just walking around from the falls to head up this path to follow all the way up to the actual Eaglehead Rock itself. Just come across these steps across the river. I can hear maybe frogs in the river, but with the reflections on the river itself and some really nice clouds in the sky, it actually makes for quite a really nice shot. So I've just set the camera up here a little bit lower down. I'm actually shooting at 16mm. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that on the microphone. Just looks like a beautiful little scene. So let's get this shot. Check this one out. I've spun the polarizer so that I've got maximum reflections, because I really want to try and get some of these reflected clouds back into the little river itself. So okay, let's check it out. So when you back up from the waterfall that's falling into the ocean there, just back up from that waterfall here is this little river. You just saw me walk over some steps and get a shot back there, and this all falls into this little pool here before it falls into the ocean. Just thought it was just gorgeous. It's got some lovely, you know how much I love a bit of green moss. Bit of green moss behind the rocks here. It's got some foliage behind there as well. The only thing I don't presently like about this shot is that you've got harsh sunlight with a little bit of shade in here, so I quite often don't like that sort of contrast. I prefer a bit more of an even shot. However, it's just gorgeous. I mean, the waterfall is looking great. So what I've done is I've set up, I'm at f14 with a 13-second shot right now, so everything's going to come out fairly smooth. I've got a 3-stop ND filter in, and I've also got a medium edge grad filter as well, just because the sky is just so bright right now. So there we go, lovely little shot, nice scene, a bit of colour. Let's see how that one comes out. Check it out. Okay, so the last shot you saw, we're standing on top of this rock here. This shot, we've come down on the water's edge, and I need you to tell me which is better. This one here, which I'm just taking with this little bit of foliage in front of the camera here, as some foreground interest with the waterfall in the background. Do you prefer that shot, portrait, or do you prefer the wider angle shot from on top of the rock? Interested to know. Okay, we're done. Check this one out. So, quite possibly, this may be the last shot of the day. And what we're going to do is get down nice and low here. Let's get this shot in the bag and see how this works out. We'll do a portrait. I might do a landscape. If I think one's better than the other, I'll put that up and we can check it out. Okay, check this one out. Well, that is it again from Royal National Park, just to the south of Sydney. Wow, what a morning. We got up at about 2, I think I left my house this morning about 2:45. It's about an hour and a half's drive. The national park doesn't open until 7, so you have to sort of park a little bit out and hike in. So it was a bit of a 1 hour hike, not too bad. The waterfall and Eaglehead Rock was just sensational. It was incredible. I had never been here before, so I'm glad we made the trip. So there's a few shots today. Long exposures, shorter exposures, waterfalls. Anyway, we had everything today. We even had a little bit of colour in the sky, which is great. So anyway, as always, let me know what was your favourite shot in the comments. Give it a like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that stuff. We are now off for coffee, so we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.